Yo, boys, today we're going to answer the question that just the thought of making this video just came today, and I wanted to record a video, so we're just going to answer this question. Why so many men watch porn? And there are, I think, three answers to this question. There are probably more, and I think every answer to this question is going to be right because it's not a tough question if you are interested in this topic. And I'm going to talk from my experience and also the things that other people experiencing whilst watching porn and after even before. But yeah, why so many went to watch porn? You see all the answers, we're going to cover them. But before we start, if you don't know me, my name is Christian. My goal is to help young guys quit watching porn and also improve their life in general through self-improvement. If you want to support my work, there's a link to buy me coffee. And also, if you're a young guy who's addicted to pornography, I have a full guide on how to quit watching this shit. And also, you get my mentorship with that. $15, $15, but it's worth it. You get a full package. And also, my Instagram is there. But yeah, without further ado, let's just answer this question right now. So, why so many men watch porn? Escape from reality. You just watch porn because your life is shit. Simple as that. We turn to addictions like porn, video games, alcohol, drugs, or whatever the addictions they are, because we have a shit life. And those addictions serve as just escape from reality. An escape from reality. You escape your shit reality because of pornography and because also of other reasons. For example, when it comes to video games, you turn to video you escaping a reality, your shit reality, because you're fat, because you're undisciplined, and you're just making yourself jacked and disciplined in video games. Why don't you want to do this in real life? And when it came to pornography, in my experience, I just escaped porn. I used pornography as escape from reality because I wasn't getting girls, bro. I wasn't getting no hoes, so I wasn't getting girls. I was ugly. I had acne all over my face and back. I was skinny fat. I have a shit physique. I had shit mental health. And I had shit mental health because of pornography. But also pornography just made my, you know, mental health even worse. And I use it as escape from reality, to tell my brain that I'm getting action. When I watch, porn video, the guy bangs three women, two women at once, right? And my brain thought that no, it was me that's getting action, because in reality our brain that hasn't really changed since those caveman days. We are still the same creatures. We have all the technology, we have all the rights in the world, whatever, but we're still the same species. We still have the same brain. So as I said, I used it and people use it as an escape from reality, from their shit life. Because you watch porn because you're getting no holes, because you lack, as we're going to cover here, love, sex, and intimacy. But that's going to be later in the video. I was watching porn because I was getting no bitches, simple as that, and I was turning to porn, and it made me a loser. It made me so anxious. It made me overthink. It made me so. I was putting girls on pedestal. You know, had problems making eye contact. Um, in general, no, not only with girls but with people as well. I had problems making eye contact, with just making small talk, just talking about bullshit. It made me it made me anxious as fuck. And I use it as escape from reality, as I use video games. I wasn't addicted to drugs and alcohol, thank God, but I was using porn and video games as escape from my shit reality. I was skinny fat. I was I had a shit physique. My eating habits were shit. My I had anxiety. I was overthinking. I couldn't say good morning or good evening to people. I was worrying about little situations. I was stressing about things that are not going to happen, and if they are, not so much as I just you know what I mean. I was stressing about situations that are not going to happen. If they are, it's going to be like just a small amount. Yeah, I use it as an escape. What can I even add more? We use addictions as an escape because our life is shit and we don't want to face the consequences of it. You don't want to face the consequences of getting rejected. You don't want to face the consequences of this discipline. So you turn to pornography because it's easier, because you don't have to talk to girls and being rejected. You don't have to improve. So you watch porn and your brain thinks that you're getting action and it makes you lazy in discipline. I talked about this stuff and I think one of the videos that if you watch porn, or maybe in my Instagram reel, that if you watch porn, you're tricking your brain. You're lying to your brain that you are having, for example, threesome with two beautiful women. But in reality, but in reality, you know that's a fucking lie, right? Because our brain doesn't see the difference between having sex with a real woman and watching porn and jacking off. It's for our brain, it's simple things. It's the same stuff. We use pornography as escape. Why young men use pornography as escape from the reality because they can't get laid, because they're fat, because they're undisciplined, unmotivated, because their mental health is shit. And that's covered. That's covered. Shit. That's covered. So let's go. Your mental health is crap. And that's because of pornography. Your mental health is crap because you watch pornography. And you watch pornography because your mental health is shit. It just correlates. It's just basically the same thing. Your mental health is shit because you watch porn. You watch porn because your mental health is shit. If you would get action, if you would I know that I'm being a little vulgar here, but if you would if you would have great mental health, if you would be in a great relationship, right? If you would have the ability to get laid, no, cold approach girls, whatever, you wouldn't even touch pornography. We touch pornography because we have problems with our mental health, and not only pornography, but any addictions, drugs, pornography, video games, weed, whatever, junk food. We turn to this because we have shit mental health and shit habits. If you would have great mental health, great habits in your life, why would you even want to touch this in the first place? I had I had a shit mental health because of pornography, and I watched pornography because I had shit mental health. I wasn't living, and many people, many men, they're not living like a normal young man should be living, being constantly outside, being disciplined, learning from your mistakes, just leveling your life, going to the gym, whatever, meditating, journaling, whatever the things you want to be here. If you're not doing those things, your mental health is going to be shit. And you're going to turn to those addictions like drugs, alcohol, video games, pornography, constantly going to parties, junk food, whatever. You know that this shit is destroying you. You know. And I knew this also. This shit was destroying me for nearly 8 years. And I know if people are saying to you that porn is not that bad, bro, just don't listen to them. Simply don't listen to them, bro. Just walk away. Don't even try to explain this. Just walk away. Just laugh at their faces, man. Simple as that. Your mental health is shit because you watch porn. And you watch porn because your mental health is shit. If you wouldn't be addicted, you wouldn't even touch this. If you would get love, sex, and intimacy, as we are going to cover in the next section, if you would have great feminine girl, if you would have, your sex life would be great, you would have intimacy from your loved ones, from your girl. Why would you even want to touch it? We turn to those addictions because our mental health is shit. We use it as escape, and we lack something. We lack something. Our mental health is crap, and we escape from reality. If you would have, like, imagine yourself as a kid. You were like 6, 7, 8 years old. Your mental health was great. You were maybe in, no, maybe in some early elementary school, maybe the kindergarten, right? You have made great mental health because you were constantly amongst people and you were outside. As you, if as you were 8 year old, 7, 8 years old. You were living like a normal person should be, and it shouldn't really change when you're like right now, maybe 17, 18, 19, 20, whatever. This shouldn't really change. You still should be amongst people. Still should be outside. You still should be doing dumb things like, climbing trees, jumping over puddles. But people just make it. Just people are just telling you to grow up. You should be living like a normal young person should. Improving it. Stop being so. I know life. I'm going to ask you a question, bro. When is the last time you climbed a tree or jump over puddles? You may think that it's no, it's that people may think that you're stupid, that you're a kid or something like this, that you're climbing trees, jumping over puddles. But bro, when was the last time you actually done this? When is the last time you went on a trip with your friends? Just taking some few things, you know, taking some few important things to live and just going on just going on camp. When's the last time you climbed trees or jump over puddles? When was the last time you truly felt like a kid? You still should be living like this kid. Of course, you should still be doing those self-improvement things I always preach because those are the fundamentals. Gym, diet, meditation, getting out of your comfort zone, whatever. Still should be doing those things, but you also need to be more like your younger self, like a kid version, like a child kind of childish version of you. Of course, of course, in some situations you have to be serious. You already know this. But for most of the time, bro, just be like your younger self. Be happy, bro. I'm not saying that you should play like your like. I'm not saying that be like your younger self that you should be playing video games. No, don't touch this shit. What I mean is just be like your young version of you, who was interesting in this world, who set himself challenges, playing with other boys, hide and seek or whatever, giving challenges to your boy. So I bet that you're not gonna jump over this fence or whatever. Just be like this. People are Modern world tells you that it's childish. Bro, it's not. Bro, it's not childish. It's not childish. You should still be doing those things, those self-improvement things, fundamentals, whatever. But you also need to be doing those childish stuff just to keep your mental health in check. And last topic, lack of love, sex, and intimacy. We already kind of covered it, but if you watch pornography, you lack love, sex, and intimacy. And that was the case with me. Even though I had mom, I had grandma, the people that love me in my family, but it was not the same. I didn't have a person like outside from my family that truly loved me and that I could have sex or intimacy with whatever. So I turned to porn to give, so I turned to pornography to give myself this fake love, sex, and intimacy because I didn't have this in real life. We turn to, for example, video games because we lack friendships, brotherhood, and challenges. We turn to drugs and alcohol because we don't know what is real fun and happiness. As also again as escape from reality and because our mental health is shift. I could instead of pornography, any other I could have used any other addiction here, and I would only need to change this here, and those two would stay. You know, if I would, for example, instead of pornography, put here video games, escape from reality would stay, your mental health as crap would stay, and only love, sex, and intimacy would be gone, right? Yeah. We lack love, sex, and intimacy, and we decide to give ourselves this fake love, sex, and intimacy. Simple as that. And that was also the case with me, because I wasn't getting action. I was this awkward guy, just this quiet guy who wasn't really confident, and I just lacked this love, sex, and intimacy from people outside of my family. And why would I even get love, sex, and intimacy outside from people of my family when I was skinny fat? I I wasn't confident, I wasn't disciplined, I wasn't motivated. I didn't have purpose in my life. Why would I even get love, sex, and intimacy from other people when my life a couple of years ago was just shit? And how to fix this? That's a simple thing. self-improvement. I always preach this on my channel. Gym, cold approaching, um, eating clean, just eating clean, eating healthy foods, meditating, journaling, challenging yourself, whatever, finding your purpose, all of those things that I always preach, they should be your fundamentals. Improving your mental health also. If you are going to do the basic things on self-improvement, your mental health is going to improve. Cutting your screen time, whatever the things they are. There are many things that you can do to improve your mental health. Because when you are doing those, because when you are doing those fundamental things on self-improvement, your mental health is going to improve. And your mental health is going to improve because you are doing those fundamental things of self-improvement. There's always the correlation. You are go you are going to the gym to improve your mental health, and your mental health is improving because you're going to the gym. You're meditating to improve your mental health, and your mental health improves because you are meditating. You are eating clean to improve your mental health, and your mental health improves because you eat clean. Put this just You can put any other healthy habit here, and it will correlate with each other with improving your mental health. You cold approach. You cold approach women to get rejected and improve your mental health. And you improve your met and this should and you improve your mental health because of cold approaching girls and being rejected. Simple as that. If you want to really getting rid of any addictions, remember, addictions are not the problem. They're not you may think that porn is a problem. It's not a problem. As I said, if you would have great mental health, you wouldn't even touch it. If you would have love, sex, and intimacy in your real life, you wouldn't even touch it. If you will have you will have a great life, will be everything covered. You will not use it to escape it. You will not use it to escape a reality, your shit reality. We turn to addictions because we lack something. Our mental health is shit, and we just use it as an escape. So my advice is to you: don't break from addictions. Instead, try to break them kind of unconsciously. Try to break your addictions unconsciously. Use this method like you can when it comes to pornography, use methods as progressive deload and so on, just watching it less and less. But break it unconsciously, doing habits, replacing replacing poor habit with another habit that is going to help you in this life. Finding your purpose, going to the gym, eating clean, meditating. You know the drill. So my advice is to you is improve as much as you can. And remember, stay hard because nobody will save you. The only person who can save you is the person I'm pointing right now. Peace out.